Hello, welcome to Soulprint Insights. Today I'm going to do a reading of some mischievous channeled information. And this ultimately may be one that you again want to listen to a time or two. There is a lot of information compressed into what really boils down to about a page and a half of a reading. It was a really interesting question I asked. And the answer was really enlightening and interesting also. So I wanted to know what happens during a life review, and can we only experience one at death? So you've heard, their life flashes before their eyes in a near-death experience, for example, or sometimes in real fear, moments of real stress and anxiety. And most of you have heard about the fact that one of the things that happens shortly after we return to spirit form is that we go through a life review where we actually review the life we have just left and take a look at that sort of a little bit more objectively from a soul point. And part of the reasons that we are able, I guess, to be at least a little bit more objective is that will be explained in the reading, but not only as we're going through these reviews do we re-experience it from our perspective, but we also experience it from the other person or persons perspective. And that is how come when we see somebody who is perhaps cruel, you understand that their life review is going to be very, very difficult. So, and it's like a ripple, okay? So let's say I do something that is really hurtful and harmful to my sister. And because of that, she lashes out to other people. I will have to experience not only the pain I caused her, but the pain that she ultimately caused other people because of the pain I caused her. And again, at her life review, she will have to experience the event from my perspective when I caused the pain, and from the perspective of all those other people that, I'm sorry, excuse me, all those other people that were hurt or impacted because of the behavior. And this happens on both sides of the spectrum, okay? So sometimes we will often do something for somebody else that in some ways we really don't consider that important. It's just not that big a deal to us. But from their perspective, it was like an amazing gift or an unbelievable blessing, or that's something that literally just arrived right in time to help them make a better or higher decision or choice. And so we also get to experience during a life review how that other person experienced whatever it was that we did that perhaps to us was not that big a deal. It was just a basic kindness that we were showing somebody or an offer of support, but it ripples. And so life reviews are not all depressing and awful and mean and critical for us. They also hold really amazing sort of blessings and gifts. So let us start. So what happens during a life review, and can we only experience one at death? When a soul experiences a life review, it is an opportunity to appraise with clarity and understanding the moments, events, opportunities, and patterns of an existence. One of the most insightful aspects of the life review is the opportunity to witness with transparency the energetic impact of events, not only from your own perspective, but also from the emotional, physical, intellectual, and spiritual perspective of the others involved. When in physical form, it can be all too easy and commonplace to experience your life as it impacts and affects only you, often with little or no thought given to the reactions and impact on another. It is the effect on another that will most often, however, have the largest influence on you as you go through your life review. All interactions with others create, cause, and affect waves of energy. That becomes the substance of your life. One of the primary components of choosing to experience a spiritual lifetime is to gain a deeper understanding of the interconnectedness of all souls. In order to be able to embrace that journey, there must first be the awareness that each and every soul is on their own path, creating and living their own story. This is easily understood until there is a perceived conflict between their journey and yours. It can be a challenge to remember that every soul journey is their own. You cannot know, nor should you know, why certain choices or events were created for another's soul print. Just as you are the final authority of your life, so too are they their own final authority. Judgment is counterproductive in every circumstance. A review can further afford you the opportunity to remember that you have control in your life or of your life. It is you who controls what is and is not a part of your reality. You control your response to the events in your life. What you think, how you react, where you draw the line or don't. It can help you to see when, where, and if you have unwittingly handed over the reins of your life to another, or to recognize times when you may have tried to take another's reins from them. It can help you to remember to stand strong within your own power and beauty. A life review, when seen from the perspective of another, can be helpful in creating a fuller understanding that while others in our lives are part of our tapestry, they too are on their own journey. Life reviews can often be very helpful, for example, in pointing out areas where you repeat patterns of behavior or expectations, perhaps without remembering to remember that each and every soul has their own agenda or soul print. Oftentimes, a review will enable you to see that the impact you have on another is greater than you think, be that positive or not. Life evaluations provide tremendous opportunity to recognize repeating patterns unspoken or unaware expectations, or to become more aware of doors closing and windows opening. It can help you recognize an untried path or to explore new directions. Life reviews are most commonly thought of as an experience you have when you return to spirit form after completing a life. While this is true, it is not exclusive to that one point in time. It is almost always the case with near-death experience that this type of review takes place. And while it is often chosen to have most, if not all, of the memory faded upon the soul's return to life or full consciousness, there remains the message of, my work is not done, or I am not finished, or it is not my time yet. Remember, the choice to complete or return to each specific lifetime is always yours. Life reviews can also be requested and accomplished while still in physical form. When this is done, it is usually to gain clarity regarding a certain pattern or behavior that one is seeking to better understand and move forward from. You can ask specific angels or ascended masters to guide you through the process. Archangel Jeremiel is a wonderful energy for this. You can call forward and request help and assistance from Jesus, Matt, Isis, or any of the angelic masters that you work with. You can even ask your guardian angels to help by requesting that they call to your side pure energy masters that would be best for you to work with. These types of life reviews are not only These types of life reviews are a wonderful opportunity to not only review, but to also release those situations or experiences that you are not ready to remove, or that you are now ready to remove, with love, and to send them off for transmutation. I'm just going to read that sentence again because I think I've kind of mucked it up a couple times. These types of life reviews are a wonderful opportunity to not only review, but also to release those situations or experiences that you are ready to remove with love, so you can then send them for transmutation. You can ask that your review be part of a guided meditation, or perhaps even a private personal meditation, perhaps come to you in a dream state, or even as you are falling asleep or gently returning to an awake state. I have to tell you, having experienced a few of these in my life, they are not like a full review. They are sort of topic specific, okay? So if there's something that continually repeats, or you're just really trying to understand why you had certain experiences over and over again, you can ask for that information, and you will receive the answer. And usually, it will come to you in words or pictures or something of that nature. So you still have to do some thinking about it to kind of figure it out. But you do gain some really significant clarity from the experience. It can be very helpful to request a review if you are trying to understand why certain situations repeat in your life experiences, such as, why do my personal relationships always seem to have the same or similar issues? Or, why does my work environment repeat itself despite changing jobs? It is common in near-death or intensely frightening experiences to have that memory of your life flashing before your eyes. Since time is relative, we will not quibble about the word flashes. This indeed is part of the review process. The experience of reliving an event through the other person's eyes is often the most difficult part of the process, and it usually is not retained consciously, as it can only impede your own growth, and you can become easily immersed in feelings of guilt, which are counterproductive and not an energy level that you want to get stuck in. It is far more beneficial to bring forward and create the intention to become more mindful of the way in which you can bring blessings and forgiveness into your life experience and the lives of all of those with whom you have contact. It is primarily in your final life review, when you are in spirit, that you will experience and feel the full impact of all sides of a situation. These replays often become the foundations for the next step within your journey, whether you choose to stay in energy form and achieve a more loving and helpful balance from this side of the veil or the other side. You may feel the need to seek forgiveness from those you have hurt or harmed, or perhaps find a way of offering help or support to others who may benefit from your new awareness and understanding. Gaining this clarity and remembrance can, and often are, incorporated into your next Soulprint journey, affording you the opportunity to create blessings and learning from those times when perhaps a challenge in circumstances did not result in the highest version of you being present. Most important of all, it must be remembered that life reviews are not intended to be a punishment or a critique. Simply, they are yet another creator-given tool to allow for the fullest experience, the deepest understanding, and the most awareness of the life you choose and the choices you make. Perhaps the very best way to experience a life would be to seek the blessings and treasure in each and every experience you have and share the love and light of your life with all with whom you connect. Those links are far more interconnected and far more impactful than you can know. Bless each one as you are blessed. We remain at this time Masudius. For now and always, stand in your strength and stand in your light. Bye now.